just a quick review of the book, Fixing Your Feet, Injury Prevention and Treatment for People Who Push the Limits of Their Feet. So if you're on your feet a lot or you do a sport where, like ultra marathons or marathons, this is a good book to check out. Basically, this is the 7th edition I'll be talking about. It's divided up into 5 parts. I'll go over each one very briefly. Part 1 is Foot Basics. Covers things like seeking medical treatment, sports in your feet, has a little bit on that. Part 2 is Footwear Basics. Here it goes over the anatomy of footwear, and it goes into some specific shoes, such as like hiking shoes, sandals, etc. Part 3 is Prevention. Goes over things like blister prevention, powders, taping, insoles. Part 4 is Treatment. Has like treatments for blisters, strains, fractures, ligament injuries, heel and toe problems. Has something on cold and heat therapy. And the last part is sources and resources. So yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty complete resource. So I think if you're having foot trouble, there's a lot of good information on knowing what to do. And I also think this is a lot of good information to know before you run into trouble. So if you're like going to do your first marathon, this is a lot of good information to have before you go into that. So yeah, I can definitely recommend this for like runners, hikers, climbers, walkers, dancers, anybody who's just using their feet a lot. The other part to this is your feet take a toll, so do your knees. Usually if you have a problem with one, you can have a problem with the other as well. Another good resource I do like is Bulletproof Your Knee by Jim Johnson PT. Basically has a Bulletproof Your Knee program. Book's been out a while, still getting great reviews on Amazon. Take you about 10 minutes a day to do this program. But like I say, very evidence-based. Sections like, keeping your quads strong. About any problem you have with your knee, whether it be like kneecap problems or meniscus or ACL tears, research is showing that you're going to have trouble with your quads. So you got to keep those really strong. So I'll give you some exercises for that. Fine-tuning control over your knee. A lot of overlooked part of knee rehab is your hip muscles. If you don't have strong hip muscles, it's going to influence your knee. So this is getting fine-tuning your hip muscles to get better control over your knee. And getting dynamics knee stability. This would be like increasing your proprioception, your position sense, getting your optimal knee flexibility. Really complete program. Like I say, really evidence-based, written by a physical therapist. So if you're having trouble with your knee too, which likely you may or may not, this is a really good resource. But yeah, if your feet are killing you, you want to just prevent a problem, I think this is a great book, so check it out.